Oh, we are going to show you 4 hip stretches that can work wonders.
They can also help fix your poor posture
Mhm.
if you have hip arthritis and even possibly help with your hip labral tear.
That's right. Okay, let's use Sam to show why these stretches work and why they're so effective with arthritis as well as that labrum problem we mentioned at the end. Let's look at Sam. Now, this red tape represents the muscles we're actually going to stretch. We have the deep muscles here, the iliopsoas muscles. You don't need to know the name of them, but when these muscles get stretched, that's going to help eliminate that pelvic tilt. Can you demonstrate that, Mike? That awkward position and even that forward slouched position that we all like to avoid. Then the muscle that gets neglected a lot is the rectus femoris. It's a long muscle that connects from the front part of the pelvis down to the knee. And if this muscle doesn't get stretched, it causes problem and pain as well. Now let's look at the hip itself because this is really important. And the last couple stretches get after that. The arthritis in the hip, here's the ball of the hip. We need to do something to get the lubrication back into the ball of the hip and the socket to eliminate that arthritic pain. And then the labrum, which goes around here, which I've had really good success with on the last stretch that we're going to show. And I'm not kidding. Mike, you have anything more to add?
No, let's get to it.
All right.
So the first muscle we're going to stretch are the hip flexors. They often become tight when you're sitting too long. So when I'm sitting down, these muscles are in a shortened position. When I stand up, they are elongated. And to actually stretch them, you need to go into the opposite direction. So we're going to show you 3 different ways you can actually stretch this muscle group out.
We are going to show 3 options on how to stretch this. One is going to be lying on your back, one's in a chair, and one's standing.
So to do the one lying on the back, we actually got from our friend Rick Olderman, who is a great physical therapist. So you're going to start on the edge of either a firm mattress, maybe a table if you're comfortable getting on a tabletop here, and you're going to have to bring your knees to your chest to begin. Now if I'm going to stretch my left leg, I'm going to drop it off the edge here, and then I'm going to try to bend my knee. Once I'm in this position, I'm going to bring this knee up to my chest. You'll see once I do that, my hip flexor is actually pulling up this leg. Try to keep them down as comfortable as you can. If you're getting any cramping, don't go as far down. And this little knee bend actually helps stretch the rectus femoris, which we talked about earlier.
Right, that very long muscle that oftentimes gets neglected. So we'll do this 5 to 10 repetitions on and off. Or how else do you like to do it, Mike?
I like to do 30 seconds on each side. Once I do 30 seconds, I switch. You may notice one side is tighter than the other. Maybe give the tighter side one extra stretch.
Right, and with all these stretches we're going to show, think about being relaxed.